discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. This week, we watched the February 16th, 1998 edition of Raw is War, and the match card is as follows. In our opening contest, we have the Quebecers taking on the Legion of Doom. Ken Shamrock takes on Sniper of, what are they called? I can't even remember their name. The DEFCON 5
The
of it
Truth
all.
Commission.
That's the one.
I
Sniper of the
cannot
Truth Commission.
believe I pulled that out of my
Thank you.
whatever.
Thank you. The Rock and Roll Express puts the NWA Tag Team Championships on the line against the Headbangers. Owen Hart puts his European title on the line against Jeff Jarrett. Águila and Taka Michinoku take on Brian Christopher and Pirata Morgan. Steve Blackman takes on Farouk. And in our main event, Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie take on Mark, Miro, and Goldust. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new here, you are in luck. That is Kelsey. She is also new to wrestling. If you are not so new, my name is Xavier. I'm here to help you out. All right, guys, it has been a hot minute since we have been on this train. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the last couple After Dark episodes, interviews with Jarrett Diaz, and our crossover episode with the Invasion Angle podcast. If you haven't checked those out, by all means, please do. This weekend, you know, we love to update you when we reconvene, the stars align. And so that happened this weekend because Kelsey and I went to Anniversary 8, a Jurassic Celebration.
It was so good.
Yeah, such a fun event. We got to meet Jarrett in person. We got to meet a bunch of other wrestlers. We've got some stuff lined up, very exciting for you guys over the next couple months.
Booked and busy, girl.
Booked and busy. We've really been sticking our neck out there, just trying to get our foot in the door. So
it's so, yeah, Xavier's like locked in, girl. It's like so incredible to witness.
Thank you. So look forward to more interviews. We are going to try and balance it out, of course, with the actual premise of the show,
our regular train.
Yeah. Let's keep it rolling. But as you know, Netflix has ruined a lot of our continuity. Really shot that to hell. So in the interim, enjoy us diving into the world of interviewing.
And it's been so fun, and I love to talk to wrestlers because I'm so curious about everything. I just be asking all types of shit. Or things. Excuse me. It's been so long I'm cursing. Like I'm just like so not used to it.
It's fine.
We've already transgressed so many times. But it's so fun, especially interviewing wrestlers in the independents that we get to go and see. Like it's so fun. And I just want to say shout out to the Mecca. The Mecca is so fun. Anytime we go there, like it's just the coolest community, the nicest people, nicest wrestlers. Like
everyone's so lit, having a great time. Like they're taking care of each other. It's good. It's a good night. It's a good night out.
Always good vibes. It's always the best. So shout out to the Mecca and the community there. We love y'all for real, and we can't wait to go back. Which I think hopefully their late July show will be at also.
Heard. Yes. We are hopefully making moves for that. But also shout out to Shadow Wrestling Alliance and Bree Combination Wrestling, who put on the show, which was a tribute show for Vince Steele. There was an adorable moment where Vince Steele Jr. Won the opening contest.
Bad Mother Flyer.
It was great.
New Bad Mother Flyer champion.
That was amazing. Kelsey got a photo with him.
I got a photo, girl.
Kelsey picked up some merch. It was a good day. It was a great day.
It was awesome. Again, nicest people ever. And when I tell you, when Vince Steele Jr. won the Bad Mother Flyer championship, not a dry eye in the house, honey. It was tears for everyone. I was literally like, oh my God, this is just the most beautiful moment. It was the best. There was an amazing shoot in the mat, like throughout the night. It was, oh my God, it was there was like this incredible 3-way, like high flying match. Like,
oh yeah. With what's it?
Ichiban, who I love, girl.
Oh, I know
I
you
love
eat.
Ichiban. I number one, girl. I love him so bad.
That's so funny. And Bougie and
Bougie.
and mantequilla or
Mantequilla
butter.
butter.
So good, so good.
So incredible.
So look forward to those interviews. Look forward to us going out and seeing more shows and reporting back. We're having a grand time. Just kind of emaciating ourselves into the community, or at least trying.
Yeah.
So look out for that, and let's get into this one.
Yes,
Um,
girl.
so we are, it's been a minute. So we are on the heels of the No Way Out pay-per-view. And if you forgot how that pay-per-view ends, it ends with China of the Generation X receiving a stunner after getting in Stone Cold Steve Austin's face quite a few times. And we all know how that plays out for the general public when we get in Stone Cold Steve Austin's face. It worked out exactly that way. But the top of this episode starts with an announcement that DX wants to sue Stone Cold Steve Austin for the stunner on China for emotional distress, which is
Which
crazy.
is so insane. I literally go, China has never shown an emotion in her entire life.
No,
How could she possibly be emotionally distressed? And I
right.
mean that so respectfully.
No,
That's
no,
my
no, no, no.
girlfriend. I'm in love with her.
No, the woman
So
invented stoicism. Like I don't
I'm
understand what
I'm
what
telling
we're
you,
doing.
she only has completely passive, not interested, and like kind of angry.
Period.
And like hulking out a little. Like that's kind of pretty
Right.
much it though. Like I just can't envision her being emotionally distressed. Like that sounds more like a Shawn Michaels gig. Like I'm trying to
Yes.
get my smile back.
Right, right, right. Very
So
very in the wheelhouse of a Shawn Michaels.
so yeah, I just shocking. Weird, strange. We'll see, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, I guess. And we touch on it more as the episode progresses, and so will we. So the opening contest is the Quebecers, who Kelsey, quite frankly, forgot existed until the until they're until they were on our screen.
They
She
came out and I was
literally
like,
said, yeah, she literally says to me, I forgot that these people were real. In my mind, I had to go through the recently deleted and pull them out. And I just think that's so funny because
so evil.
there's nothing like quite forgotten like the
Oh my
recently
God.
deleted. Like,
Swear.
because
Oh
you
my,
you think that you've gotten rid of the problem because you've moved it to another location, but really it's still just sitting on your computer.
it's right over there. Yeah, but I literally had to go like, oh, okay. Nope,
Quebecers.
I got it. Okay, sorry. And it was like the memory was about to expire. Like, I don't know, I rescued it just in time.
Oh, 100%.
Sorry to
So,
these men's.
yeah, Jacques and Pierre. Jacques, I still hate your hair. I still
Uh,
hate it. I still
it's
hate it.
terrible.
Um,
Ooh.
Pierre or Jacques, for your troubles, also gave us one of the wonkiest neck breaker cells I've ever seen.
That was crazy. It was like when the video game delays. It was like he hit the move and then he was like, ah. And I was like,
No,
girl, that
100. I was like, you need to finish buffering before you commit to this.
I
I was like,
swear.
that's
Girl,
crazy.
wake up. I don't know if you know this, but you're fighting.
No, 100%. Someone who did know that they were fighting was Pierre because that boy was juiced up
He
this
was
whole match.
doing some
He was
things.
yeah, ready to go at
Rara
any
shishkumba.
yeah, raring. Um on the commentary team, they make a comment saying like that there are people like trying to write off the Legion of Doom. Who?
Girl,
Who's trying to write off the Legion of Doom as Can't Hang in 1998? I was like, not me.
right.
Certainly
Off
not
the
I. That's
not me
crazy.
in this big old year of 2025. I'm still not. I don't know
No,
what
absolutely not.
what
That was
crack you're
crazy.
smoking.
Um,
You need to go into your recently deleted memory folder and
100%.
get the facts back out because this is giving
You got to give
falsities,
yourself a
hearsay,
relearning.
and delusion. Yes.
Amazing. Pierre, in all of his craziness, performs a cannonball dive off of the ring apron,
Yeah.
which was actually like very impressive because
Beautiful. Oh my
he is a
God,
big
yeah.
bowling ball of a man. So to really like just be yeeting yourself like that, I'm always impressed with.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
The New Age Outlaws appear with their trusty, musty, dusty dumpster.
Which
Why?
I just want to say it was suddenly we're ha ha he about the dumpster when before it was trauma. We're going to psychological evaluations for a whole
No,
45 minutes
100%.
wondering if we killed somebody. But now
No,
it's oh my God, now the gig is the dumpster. That's our
no.
gig.
Right, 100%. Now it's part of their
Mm,
personality, which is a
right.
weird thing to take on.
Weird
Just saying.
flex. Yeah, we
Um,
we do this thing with a dumpster. Okay, me
and I love
too.
it because it's just a giant industrial dump, and you can order one, when you move, that sort of. It's just one of those dumpsters.
Yeah.
And
Y-
I love watching them try and like bring it down the ramp. Because they're both, first of all, neither one of them is in front of it. So they're
Mistake.
they're both behind it, just like trying to like let it go a little bit, stop it, like let it go a little bit, like stop it. And so like I'm like supposed to be paying attention to the match, but I'm watching these fools like
Yeah, I'm like this.
wondering if they're gonna let go of the dumpster and that shit's just gonna go flying down the ramp. Yeah, and just like fall over. But
What they need to do is they need to be on like the front corners and like they're on the side and also the front because they can steer
yes,
and we
right.
really
It was
I don't
just
know.
thoroughly amusing watching them try and get it down. And then like of course like Hawk is on the floor like by the entrance of the ramp, and like you see them like really try and like stop it before actually hitting him, which is crazy because like
It's
you're
so
gonna throw
silly.
him in it in two
Yeah,
and a
I
half
mean, if you
seconds.
hit him with it, it's I feel like just easier to get him
First of
in.
all, so the New Age Outlaws, like why the referee made no mention of the New Age Outlaws like being out there with a giant like 10-foot dumpster. Like no one's saying any of like no one brought it up. No one said anything. Hawk goes missing because he's in the dumpster,
And
and the
they're like, where could
referee
he be?
never it like never. I swear to God, it's like asking Dora a question. It pisses me off. It's
Uh,
right there. It's right there, Dora.
it's right
Turn
there, girl.
around.
Open your eyes. Maybe put
Oh,
your
it's
eyeballs
crazy.
in before you leave the house. I well the you know what? And this tracks for LO. It's getting the way that LOD is getting treated recently is going the way of how the Undertaker was treating. I was like, my boy can't get one clean match. Remember when they handcuffed Hawk to the ring, and the ref was like, "What? How did that happen?
Right.
Who did that?" And it's like,
What?
Diva,
What? Girl.
what do you mean?
Like let's
Who
not
did that?
let's not play games. That's crazy.
And it's like where could Hawk have gone? Maybe the person kicking the top of the dumpster screaming to get
Right.
out.
100%.
I I just
I love it. I mean, and granted, this we know this in wrestling, like there is no like quote unquote like dumber, more oblivious character than the referee.
and
Like as
respectfully
yes. But girl, that is a giant dumpster.
dumpster.
Like it, and they are not in this match.
And they are
Like,
not being subtle about it, dumpster notwithstanding.
listen,
Like
there is nothing subtle about the New Age Outlaws, like period. Like
period full
just
stop.
even from the downbeat of their music. Oh, you didn't know? Like, are you kidding? Like,
Yo, has better call somebody. All
that's what
right,
I'm saying. Like,
I'm
that's
like,
what I'm saying. You're like, oh, you hear them before you see them. There's nothing subtle about them. Uh, like,
and they're
so,
usually wearing some heinous outfit. Like Billy Gunn is no one is like, what is he, Mr. Butt or whatever,
Mr.
Mr.
Ass,
Ass?
not yet, but he will be.
Like, you're so right. They are the most unsubtle people I
Period.
know.
So of course, Hawk's in the dumpster trying to kick his way out, and of Animals getting the shit kicked out of him as the
As
match is gonna go.
usual, par
For
for the course for my brother in Christ Animal. Every time. I say this every time, he is always the one that takes the shit.
the beating, absolutely.
Every time.
And there's always one in every tag team. But so the Quebecers hit Animal with a power driver. He kicks out. So he rolls out to the outside of the ring, realizes what's going on, sees the Hawk trying to escape the dumpster. I mean, he was very understandably pretty preoccupied
Mm,
before that point.
yeah.
So he grabs a steel chair, runs all the way around the ring, chases the New Age Outlaws out of the arena, and like Hawk springs
The
out of the
dumpster,
dumpster like you
like
just
a
came
Jack in
across
the
him in,
Box.
I was gonna say that, or like you came across him in like a Lego video game. Like it's just like you
Mm.
like free some character, they're like, "Wah!" and then they like run away. That's how it felt.
Oh my God, it did.
Um, so Hawk and Animal like chase the New Age Outlaws all the while that the referee is, because the match is still in progress. Kudos to you for doing your job. Is counting them out, and that gives the Quebecers a victory over the Legion of Doom, which I know it's like a win with a asterisk, but it's still a W over the Legion of Doom, and I don't like
Fine.
it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy. That follows us up with, the technical term that they want to sue for, that DX wants to sue Austin for, is severe emotional distress. And then they hit us with a DX style China video package,
Which
which
was
was,
fierce.
yes, it was great. It was amazing. It has literally just been like, it is just like a hype up reel for China. It is like from the onset of China, the havoc that she has reached, to some lovely Degeneration X music.
Yeah, like the bad bitchery achieved in her stint at WWE, like
Right.
tossing off five refs, like just
Just
throwing people around, like clotheslining people left and right, like just
oh,
like
slamming dudes, serving moods. That's what that's what
slamming.
because
I'm like, hold on, I gotta write that down.
because that is her whole aesthetic. Like,
I'm
has
like,
just been
add to the
slamming
merch
dudes,
list.
just serving moods. Like she has won.
Slamming dudes,
So
serving moves.
so good. They in the package call her like the anchor of DX,
And
and
nothing is more true.
the straw that stirs the drink, and I think that's
Love.
hilarious.
Honestly, so sexy too. She's
Hmm.
the straw that stirs the drink. Okay, purr.
Period.
Love.
And then that takes us to the altercation at No Way Out with Stone Cold, where she purposefully like gets in his line of like his like walking path twice, shoves him twice, and then gets a stunner for her trouble. Uh,
And
but
I
it's
think
like,
she's fine. Like, I just cannot imagine like, is the Stone Cold Stunner apps like legit and hard and the whole thing? We know it's infamous, but
right.
it's China.
That's what
She's
I'm
girl,
saying. Give
she's
her a little more
fine.
credit than that.
I swear, she took one bump and it's curtains for her. Please.
Right.
How
I don't
dare
think
you?
so. I don't think so. So
I
that
don't think
takes us into
so.
our next match, which is Ken Shamrock, the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, currently held by The Rock, is taking on Sniper of the Truth Commission. Apparently, there is also dissension in the Truth Commission. I couldn't imagine why. It's not like Jackyl is at all just the most obstinate, delusional, what was a warrior prophet?
Warrior prophet.
Yes, and
And by that, he means just wearing a sticky rhinestone on his third eye.
right,
I used to put those on to pretend I had my nose pierced when I was a child. Like,
right,
let's please
right.
grow up. Like,
No,
I don't know.
100%. Like I'll hit you with a pack of candy cigarettes and we can move on. Like
And we and
like
we could play dress up, but let's not do it here, okay?
right,
I love a
100.
sticky rhinestone, turn up, but not like
Not
this,
like
warrior
this, girl.
prophet. Not today.
So they show a brief clip of Jackyl getting into Recon's face after a loss, where Jackyl is like, dressing down Recon, and then he slaps Recon in the face, and then like, I guess, assert his dominance. When Recon is like yelling at him, he just like he just turns around and is just like, and then like walks away. And then Recon like follows, which is really truly bitch boy move.
I
Um,
swear. What did he say his followers were like unintelligent or like
oh, he called them pathetic while he was on commentary. And then they ask him essentially like, how can you identify, like they basically like ask him like, how can you tell which are your sheeple and which are just people? And like essentially, and he's just like, oh yeah, it's the pathetic ones hanging on every word that I say. And I was like, oh, got it. Letting them know where they stand from the rip. Got
that
it.
is so insane.
And then he uses the phrase, he says that, uh, what he says something about inviting all of the like the sheeple into his bed to engage in intellectual intercourse,
Intellectual intercourse.
which is quite
Right.
possibly the dumbest like phrase to use the word intellectual I think I've ever heard.
And again, saying this with just this blue teardrop shaped sticky rhinestone gem on his forehead
and
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 just
like
I'm not
honestly, like great work, Don
great
Callis, because
work.
I can't stand you.
He's
Like,
so annoying. Yeah, like all of this, I know that it's all in good fun, it's all jest, but he is like
so
so annoying.
irritating,
And like
so
it's
grating.
so I will say it's well done because it's like what is even the message? Like what is even your message? Everyone's just following you and like that seems
No,
culty to
literally,
me. Like it
right?
kind of
No,
is like legit. I don't
no,
know.
literally, and the way that he just keeps just like
Oh, it's so
I'm gonna lose it.
sinister.
I'm like,
It's
you're.
so
I was like,
sinister.
that is disgusting. I want to shower every time he does it. I'm like,
It's
ugh.
intellectual intercourse.
Crazy, crazy,
Don't
crazy,
you
crazy.
dare. I do not consent.
Mm-mm. So
Mm-mm.
this match has emphasis on Ken being like the submission specialist, is kind of they keep going on about it. And Ken finishes up the match with basically luring Sniper into a quick reversal into the ankle lock, where Sniper taps basically like immediately.
Instantly.
Jackyl comes in, gives him the same like undressing, and then starts telling he's like we're done, I'm washing my hands of you. Sniper starts getting like upset and like gets in his face. Jackyl tries to do the thing again where he like turns around to like show his dominance. I don't know if this is like Snow Dogs where you bite the dog on the ear, like if that's what that is.
This is this. I just want to say, second time we brought up snow dogs on this show,
And I
and I
regret
never thought
nothing.
what would happen.
um
Why is snow
so
dogs pertinent to my everyday life? I'll never know.
well, because there's something about like the wrestling world that like also feels the need to show dominance. So it's like the only example I can like think of.
Like think of in a short. Yeah, I so get that. That is so funny.
So he tries to do the same thing, to not the same effect, because Sniper was having none of it, shoves him, and is basically like, you know what? Actually, I'm done with you. So then that takes us into a backstage interview with Recon, and Recon's like, no, like, no problems. I don't know what it is about the WWF and just not being able to accept that there is a problem, but no faction has a problem, apparently,
Never.
even though
They've
they're
never had
all
a.
littered with problems. Could not. They
Because
couldn't like find a solution to one of these problems if they fell into it. So like
I
I
swear, if they were reading it from a page this big,
right, that's what
they
I'm
would
saying.
still be.
Like a
I
prompt cue card. Like
I hate to say this. I really think that the NWA is like the only quote unquote faction that's like legit. They have like clear leadership, unity. Like what
right,
I know they're not necessarily like a faction, but
right. Like they're like an organization, but they're acting as a
they're
faction in
faction-esque.
WWF.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's Uda faction. Like there's
Right.
definitely
Like the
something there
NWA is its own thing. This iteration is an
in
NWA
WWE.
faction in WWF.
Yes. And I hate to say it, but they got structure, they have community, they have support, they
Everybody
back
knows
each
their
other up.
role. Like, yeah.
I hate admitting that. It's
Listen,
horrible.
Listen, it's a well-oiled machine, but like look who's at the top. Like it's Jim, it's our boy Jim. Like as much as we
Jimmy,
as grating as he is, he's also one of the best minds in
of
wrestling. So
course.
so Recon says that no problem. Sniper comes in and is like, actually, lots of problems. Over that guy, tired of listening to him. Where has that gotten us? We need to go out there and just start taking stuff for ourselves. And that's basically the gist of that. And you're like, oh, well, I guess that was a short-lived little
Yeah.
but
And
but
I
again, like it was kind of just like jank from the start because like it was somebody else. The commandant was there, and then all of
yeah,
a sudden
first
we
it was
switched to
four.
Jackyl.
Yeah.
Like no, and then there was like, and then like sometimes it's like Kurgan's the star, sometimes it's all of them together. Like it just feels like it would never
Yeah.
had a solid like lift off.
Base. Yeah.
So it's like I'm not surprised that this is fizzling as fast as it is.
No. Oh my God, no. And I was gonna say, like, I was like, okay, the elephant in the room is literally the missing elephant. Where is Kurgan? Like, did they? I can't even remember now because it's been so long. I was like, did they have a falling out and I missed it? He kind of did, didn't he? I
I
feel like
don't
I
know.
vaguely remember he like they had like a like Kurgan's not gonna do your shit anymore and like left. I don't even remember. Either way,
That's the gag is like we don't even know.
well, I don't even remember. Again, I had to like with the Quebecers had to go in the file of facts of recently deleted. I don't know. I don't
Amen.
remember. That one I
Amen.
couldn't find though.
So, well, we will see probably more of the dissolution of the Truth Commission over the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
I never want to see those green boat neck tops again.
Right.
Evil. Those
We
poly
can
blend boat neck tops.
move on. So next we get a video package of the mounting spousal beef between Mark Miro and Sable. Boy, oh boy, is that getting fun.
I felt like we were in on couples therapy. I was like,
We
what's happening here?
100% were. Yeah. That's exactly
Yeah,
what was happening. So Jerry Lawler has been chosen to do the interview for this, which is just an interesting choice.
very
Um,
interesting
so
choice.
Mark Miro uh, gets the mic first, obviously, and he goes, where this all started was like I was recovering from my knee injury, and when I come to from surgery, I turn on Monday Night Raw, and there is Sable wearing like an Austin 316 shirt, and like just out there trying to steal my spotlight. That's the whole gag is Mark Miro wants to be the prom queen and he's not. So and that is the
He wants to
entire
be
premise
he
of
wants to
this
be
beef.
baby girl so bad.
So bad.
He wants to be baby girl so bad.
Give it
And
up.
it's give it up delicious. I One, I hate this. Two, I am praying, begging, and pleading that Stone Cold is her secret admirer.
Oh, I love that.
I just want it so bad. And I literally felt like, when you like think something might be
Mm.
true and you start picking up on like the weird little like things and
Mm-hmm.
you're like, was that a clue? Because when he was like, you're out here wearing your Stone Cold 316 shirt, I was like, why did you bring that up? I was like,
Mm.
why did you mention him? What is that? What's that
God.
about? And I'll never, ever, ever forget in my wildest dreams, I'll be on my deathbed thinking about the eye, the eye fuck of Stone Cold and Sable that one time.
Mm-hmm.
I still think about it and I'm praying. It probably isn't, but like, God, that would be fierce.
I love this for you. I'll let
The
you
the
I'll let you ride that
delusion.
out to where whatever end.
Wherever it goes, whatever station I end up at. I got a one-way ticket.
No,
Ew.
100%. Sign me up.
Ew.
And then Mark Miro hits us with the uh essentially the like look at what you're wearing, like look at how you
What
dress.
was she wearing,
Right.
girl? The way
Oh
I wanted to
no.
flip this table. It
I was
is
like,
so
oh
evil.
no.
Which, by the way, saying all of this nastiness about his wife, look at the way she's dressed. She dresses like a prostitute. Meanwhile, someone is holding a sign right behind Sable in the crowd that says Vince McMahon hires.
That's crazy.
I was like,
You
who is that? I
who
was like,
got that in there?
who
Like,
got that in there? I'm not kidding. And I never saw it again. It was like on the screen for 1 minute. And I was like, and I happened to pause because I was like, Xavier and I got like out of sync on the episode. So I paused. So I know I saw it. I was like,
mhm.
and I was like, girl, they some of them been new. Some of them been new, but how he got that or she got that in there, I do not know. But what a
Yeah.
crazy time for it to be seen too, is
No,
like
I
saying
know.
some weird misogynist shit and like someone says Vince McMahon hires crazy.
That is
I
bonkers.
need to know who that person is. What did they know?
Honestly, it was probably like the whatever the boy scandal would be my best guess
The Ring Boy
because
scandal.
that's been like rumored for a
Oh.
very, very long time.
Oh
So,
yeah, that's so true. Oh my God, so sinister.
hmm
So terrible. The
yeah,
crazy. Yeah, not the what was she wearing? Girl,
yeah,
first of all, that's your wife. And like when you guys were in your good graces and she would come out wearing whatever, you didn't care at all. But
no,
suddenly it's like now we
right.
got sour grapes about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
Mm-mm.
and then he goes into luckily Sable knows her place. And if you looked at her face, it said that she knew anything but. Thank you very much. She's like, "Oh, I, do I
Well,
now?" She
I
said,
thought
"Do
I
I
did,
now?"
and I thought it was your manager and your wife, but it turns out I'm what, a chair to you? Like a poster? Like what, like a piece of nothing? Like a
A
piece of
doorstop.
property,
Yeah.
a doorstop, a
No,
doormat.
literally. Well, he goes, Sable belongs to me. Like a la old school, like marriage is
Did
like
we exchange a dowry? Like
that's
what
what,
is
yeah.
going on?
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And then
Ugh.
King's like, well, it didn't really like look like she knew her place when she like knocked you on your ass. So like, what's that about? Like, is that your place? Question
I,
mark.
I know, and
Uh,
part of me wanted to be like, shut up, King. And then I was like, kind of funny way to ask that though.
no, yeah, yeah. And I was
She
like,
pushed you.
no, literally. And then he's like, oh, you mean when I tripped? And you're like, oh, girl.
When
Oh,
you tripped
girl.
on that delusional ass, I really can. When you tripped over your expectations
No,
of what she's supposed to be doing.
yeah, thank you very much. And while this is
Unreal.
all like going on, he's trying to like defend his uh, shortcoming, I guess. Flowers are getting sent down to the ring, a la her secret admirer, which is, of course, going to set Mark Miro off. And he's like, "That's it. Like, I want to know like who this is. What is this?" And she's essentially like, "Honestly, it's kind of nice that somebody's actually thinking about me for a change," and just leaves. And it's just like she's like, someone's thinking about me. Music hits, walks up, doesn't turn around. He's out here calling over to her name over the mic, chasing her up the ramp. Love it. I love to see it. It's just the visual of her not even acknowledging that he's like barking at her.
Yeah, she's deaf to the hateration and holleration that Mary J warned her about. And
Mm,
thank God and amen.
right. Amen.
Free my girl Sable. This is heinous.
Yeah, no,
Free
it's
my friend Sable.
brutal. Next we have a James E. Cornette rant, essentially about how we all cheered and applauded. I don't know who we all is,
Nobody
but
did that.
right. When I said I was going to bring back traditional wrestling, and then when I deliver the goods, all of a sudden it's hemming and hawing and blah 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 blah, and like, and then basically it turns into I feel like I was getting like in trouble essentially. Like I
I
felt it was
swear.
like we're gonna give you traditional wrestling and you're gonna like it and it's good for you and it's what you're gonna take because that's what we're offering. And you're like, okay,
I didn't realize it was broccoli and Brussels sprouls.
no,
Like
100%.
I didn't realize I had to
He's like,
take it and
you're
like
gonna eat
it.
all this traditional wrestling or you get no dessert. And you're like, I was like, can you fucking get a grip?
No,
I was
it's
like,
so
I don't know who
true.
you're talking to. I was like, but you
Yeah.
need to get off your high horse before I bend you over my knee, take that racket and ruin your life. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Tell him.
I was like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Not like
Over my
you're
knee.
not you're gonna like it. You don't tell me what to do.
You
Don't
don't you don't know what I'll like.
Get out of here. Don't tell me what to do. James.
No.
uh,
James, get out of here.
get
Get out of
out
here
of
before
here.
I say something I'm gonna regret.
No, 100%. No, but that leads us into our next match, which is an NWA Tag Team Championship match between the Rock and Roll Express and the Headbangers. And we, of course, have to have a NWA sanctioned referee in this one. His name is Tommy Young. Lauded over for his uh for his work.
My God.
Of course, this match is just littered with NWA shenanigans, just cheating left, right, center. Um, uh, I have some fun call out moves. The double DDT by Mosh on the Rock and Roll Express, great. The double
Mm.
flapjack on Morton, where it wasn't really
Whoa.
super timed correctly, so the back of him and like I
The
don't know.
tilt to whirl. I
Yeah.
thought maybe he thought he was going for like the flippy one because sometimes it's
Uh-huh.
a flapjack and sometimes it's the flippy one.
Right.
And I was like, did one of them think they were going for the flippy and one of them didn't? And
Right.
then it was
And then it
like
ended up in a yeah, it
it
was like
was
a
the tilt to
wave.
whirl. Yeah.
um crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, the headbangers hit the stage dive, their finisher, and they are going to pick up the victory, or so it seems. The referee is literally counting when one of the headbangers throws one of the Rock and Roll Express over the top rope, neither of which are the legal man, by the way, because neither are involved in the pinfall. When the referee stops counting the pinfall to disqualify the headbangers for throwing an opponent over the top rope because that is a rule in NWA.
You That's
Dumb.
so stupid. I think it was Mosh. And I'm like, he wasn't even the legal man. Who cares what he does? There's been skullduggery from the NWA this whole time, and suddenly this is the line in the sand.
Right.
Insane.
Uh,
Get out of here. I don't like it.
yeah. They make us rage in all the worst ways.
Ugh.
But
Damn.
alas,
But they are
alack.
organized.
Yes, they are.
God damn it.
And that is like coming in with a game plan. You know what I mean? Like
It's true.
they had that ref. They knew. Like they were just waiting for something to come up. That is
One of those little like nuancy rules. They were like, we're
right.
gonna get him on a technicality.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
hate to be got on a technicality, let me tell you.
Amen.
Ugh.
So the NWA is still rolling. I still think this is like a thing that's going nowhere because to have like titles that are literally the same titles essentially that you already have only on the four members that are
Girl,
participating in your it's a weird. It's weird.
it is
Um
weird. Oh, I just
yeah.
gotta chill. I don't like it.
You know what I
Ugh.
mean? It feels like we just gave ourselves like championships and we're just like like you know what I mean?
No,
Just like
truly.
okay. Sure. So
We're like best podcast called New to Wrestling. Nailed it.
nailed it. Um so we'll find out more about the NWA and what they're up to in a little bit. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out to hit us with a promo to address the situation with China. He came
Incredible.
out with looking like 90s royalty out here with that fanny pack and those
Mm.
acid wash jeans.
Mm.
Here for that. Thank you. Essentially, JR just goes, "Why did you stun China?" And this is just it's such a funny little like promo. I love
Absolutely.
when he grabs JR like just by the whole arm and just drags him around the ring as he does his promo.
It's
Uh,
so
he goes,
funny.
he goes, as you understand, JR, from experience, when you step in between these ropes, your ass belongs to me. I don't know how I can make myself any clearer. I
Me
feel
running to the ropes.
no running to the ropes.
I'm like,
Uh, and then he's like, I've been saying this the whole time. And he's like, you don't mess with Stone Cold. So are you stupid or are you deaf? And you're just like, and then he's like, and honestly, she's lucky I was in such a good mood. And you're like, oh God.
and
Uh,
honestly, like kind of tea because he kind of was. Like
Kind of
he was kind of just
was.
like, haha, cut it out. And then he was like, okay, that's your loud, like,
All
stop.
right.
And then he was like, well, now you made me do it.
100%. So I love it. Great promo work.
So
He
good.
addresses HBK. He's like, "Oh, just because you're like, listen." He's like, "I want you to go get better. Go work out on your little machines. Go do whatever you got to do." He's like, "Be 100%, not be 100%. Doesn't really matter." He's like, "The ass kicking is going to be the same either way."
Yeah, the
Um,
outcome is
and I'm like, I
regardless.
love that. And then he goes to address Tyson. He's like, okay, you're the enforcer. You better stay in your lane. All right. He's like, we're not playing games. I've already told you. You, again, get in my face. I'm going to take your little gold tooth. I'm going to start making jewelry out of it. And I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Okay, Stone Cold.
And I
I
believe him.
know it's just beautiful work. It's just
It
great stuff.
is.
And then he steals JR's hat, stands on the commentary, flips everybody the bird, and leaves.
And iconic.
All in a day's work.
No notes. 10 out of 10. 5 stars.
Amazing. So that takes us into the European Championship match between Jeff Jarrett and Owen Hart. Of course, Jeff Jarrett is flanked by all of everybody. It's Cornette, it's Barry Windham, it's the Rock and Roll Express. All of the NWA members that aren't Jim Cornette are then sent to the back because why do you have a circus out here? There was a note on commentary about Stu Hart developing the uppercut like forearm that Owen uses.
Oh,
And I never really like clocked that. I didn't know that that was attributed like to him.
I had no
Something that comes
idea.
up a lot, like Cesaro or formerly Cesaro. Claudio Castagnoli uses it a lot. It's just like it's an interesting like, little tidbit I didn't really know.
I love
Um,
that. Looks like someone else is new to wrestling
uh,
today.
uh,
I'm just kidding.
of course, Cornette gets involved. He tries to trip Owen, tries to hit him with the racket. I love when Jim Cornette's just causing chaos in the ring. JR calls him, oh, here comes the Prince of Polyester, waddling his way through the ring. And I just love that because they're such close friends, he just like rips him a new asshole on
Yep.
commentary, like
Mm-hmm.
and it's fine because it's
Yep.
just like they're gonna go cut it up after. It's just he said JR says like truly the most heinous things, like things you only really say to like a sibling, like you know.
No, it's so true. Because I was like, this would be the treatment we would have for each other. Like if you were on commentary and I was
Right,
doing something, or like vice versa. Like
right. It would be
you'd be like,
brutal.
oh, here goes Miss Thing again, doing whatever she does, was
Right.
converting oxygen into carbon dioxide.
Da, da,
Like,
da, da, da. So good. Owen hits Jarrett with a beautiful DDT. Um, he then goes and hits him with the corner low blow where he goes onto the outside of the ring and pulls Jarrett's legs through the ring post. Follows that up with a missile drop kick and an Owens Inzaguri is like the way he kicks you in the back of the head. You're like, that's it, baby. That's done.
your
Um,
eyeballs like launch out of your skull. Like it's over. Like you
100. Oh, it's great. So then he tries or he puts on the sharpshooter on Jeff Jarrett. Of course, Cornette tries to cheat with the racket. Thus forcing the disqualification on the referee's part. So Owen wins the match, keeps the title. Owen then puts Cornette in the sharpshooter. Love to see it finally.
thank God.
Love when the managers finally get some of theirs.
I love
Um,
it's like Christmas. It's a little
Amazing.
present for me.
So and then it looks like Jarrett's gonna sneak up behind Owen with the racket. I guess Owen's spidey senses were tingling because he caught it, turned around, and scared Jarrett off before he had the chance to use it. Uh,
Yeah.
so very, very interesting.
Love. I love to see Owen come out on top. I
Really,
really do.
what a guy.
What a guy.
What a guy. Next, we are treated to a little video package on the history of Doc. Kelsey did not know any of this. I did not want to
Yeah.
open the Freebird Pandora's box. There's a lot there. And it is quite a juxtaposition to the Doc we know.
I was like,
Yeah.
I was flabbergasted, googled and goggled. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, what is
She didn't
going?
know the Michael P.S. Hayes of it all. The Freebirds, the
No.
moonwalks, the dancing, the like running through like crowds and crowds of screaming girls. Like he was like a rock star,
It was
basically.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love to see it. And
Yeah.
honestly, I was like, he was cute when he was so
Yeah,
young.
yeah, yeah.
He was
Yeah,
fine.
and they are in Texas, so they bring him out due to the legendary battles between the Freebirds and the Von Erichs, like all throughout Texas. So they were gonna have him come out and be the special guest ring announcer. However, uh,
Oh, the biggest
Kane,
however in this time period there could
right?
be.
The however of it all is Kane. Kane comes out. Kane's music, Kane's red light. Of course, JR on commentary is like, just get out of there, man.
No, just leave. Just
Please,
you don't have
like,
to.
you don't, like, you know what's coming. You work here. Just go.
You've seen it. You've seen the aftermath. Like he might have committed murder. Like we're actually
It
still
was,
unsure.
it was bonkers. Of course, Doc tries to hit him with the classic, the Freebird like boot to the face. Does nothing. Kane just eats it. He's got a giant thick mask on. I don't know why you thought
He
that
literally
was.
went like, is that a bug? Like he
No,
was like,
yeah,
oh.
actually. Um, choke slams him, tombstones him. Rest in peace to this man.
So anyway, we love you, Doc. Sorry that it had to go like this, and we'll see you in the afterlife.
Yeah, we'll catch you on the next one,
Much
really.
love, much love. Listen,
No,
I'm
real.
like, we don't. He's out here doing it to just regular, everyday people.
Yeah,
He don't
it's
got
rough.
his brother no more, so he's got to just beat up everybody else.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah,
He
missing the Undertaker big time on
he
that one.
is.
So that takes us into a light heavyweight division tag team match between Águila and Taka Michinoku and Brian Christopher and Pirata Morgan. Sunny ends up being the special guest ring announcer. She comes out and just like a little two-piece kind of number,
Yeah,
some
so
go-go
cute.
boots, very cute.
Yeah, it's a
Uh,
little white ensemble, very very cute.
yeah, she looked great. She was having a good time. Love to see it.
Hmm.
Brian Christopher comes out, and when he comes out, he decides to take his face in the camera and says, and I quote, "I went out and got me a Mexican." End quote. Okay.
Yeah.
That was like that was
Mm,
crazy.
ew.
Not I went out and got me a Mexican. Get a grip. Get a grip.
So something. I just.
Oh,
Oh God.
the way you need consequences
Oh
is
my God.
really
But
insane.
look at the father.
Right, right. Listen to the
Look
father.
at the father, girl. Yeah, listen to the father, observe. Look at that. Look at that hairline, girl. I mean,
It's brutal.
it's brutal out here.
It's brutal.
Wow. Went out and got me a Mexican. Okay.
Right.
Bad.
So Águila is only 19 years old, which is crazy.
What? I
Yeah.
missed that. Oh
hmm He is 19 years
God.
old. He performs a corkscrew plancha that is just like absolutely insane.
It was
Which
beautiful.
on really is just like the invincibility of youth, like in its like
No, it's so
truest
true.
form. Brian Christopher gets in the match, wants Taka specifically because he just can't beat him. Um Michinoku's moonsault, A1.
It's so quick. It's
It's so
crazy.
quick. It feels like he's like literally like floated, like he has hang time, which is
It looks like he's on like the
oh,
suspension
like the
wire
wires.
things. Like
Yeah,
he's like
it's beautiful.
so graceful.
And Brian Christopher follows that up with a power bomb to the outside to Taka, and his head, like a basketball, just like, oh, it was brutal. It was brutal. It was
Mm-mm.
brutal. It missed the mat completely. His head just smacked onto the carpet, onto the cement floor. Like it, like
Yeah.
Like, ooh, it was brutal.
Concussed to say the least. But this is the second time he's done this that it's kind of been like a flop. Like, because I think he did it to Pantera and it was like Clunk City. It was
Yeah.
so bad.
Well, it's like it's supposed to be like a brutal maneuver, but it's just like
Yeah.
it just reads like
So
so
bad. Like
bad.
watermelon hitting the pavement. Like,
Uh-huh. Uh,
no.
of course, we have the Mutual Admiration Society between Papa and his boy just the whole time. They're all just like, just I can't. It's so
Uh,
annoying.
but the one
Uh,
part JR was like, I don't know what he said. He's like, I almost had you. You almost said that was your kid. He was this close. That was really funny.
so good.
Uh,
And then Jerry just goes absolutely out of pocket, and says to JR, "You have all daughters, correct?" And JR goes, "Yeah." And she goes, well, maybe one of your daughters will end up like Monica Lewinsky, and then you can go on national television and have to defend her like her father had to. And you're just like,
it
how
was
on earth?
so
How
good to see you guys.
in
Bye.
what what universe were those two things the same? Please
No,
tell me how pointing out the very true fact that that is your son is the equivalent of calling JR's daughter like somebody, first of all, who got taken advantage of in a shitty situation.
I was literally
And
gonna say
say, and
justice for my girl Monica.
I was like, first of all, like insane. But to then just like be like, oh, like, what if one of your daughters, and I'm just for the lack of this is how Jerry is phrasing it, he's just like, what if one of your daughters was a whore? And you're just like, how is that the same? Like, how are you like, where does that rationale come
The
from? Like, what
correlation
is
is
that?
is zero.
Like,
It's so stupid.
and
It's
you can
like
tell that JR was pissed about it. Because he
pissed.
was just like, oh, okay. And because literally he goes like, that was repulsive. Like on air goes, that was repulsive. Like that was a
Repulsive.
gross thing to say. And you're just
It's
like,
it's so true. It's literally like, hey, that's your son, isn't it? He goes, and what if your daughter grew up to be a whore?
right.
Bro,
And
what are you talking about? Like, that's
well,
so random. Are
I was
you
like, I was like, and your son's an asshole. Like, does that make you feel better? Like,
and
I
all
don't like get a
and also
grip.
you saying like, well, what if your daughter okay, so then you're admitting that's your son.
Right.
We've already you
Right. You
just
told on yourself,
you just
bitch.
told on yourself with doing the dumbest bit in history, girl. In
Amen.
history. So stupid.
Ugh.
Repulsive.
Yeah, Brian Christopher's getting heated out there on the apron, getting having some words with the referee, causing some chaos. He jumps into the match, as the illegal competitor, tries to do a maneuver on Taka. Taka throws him out to the outside, and then finishes up the match with a Michinoku driver on Pirata Morgan, gets the pinfall. Brian Christopher loses once again to Taka, and of course, Jerry is having an apoplectic moment on the outside because he just can't understand what happened. And I'm just like, dude, you're on commentary, you have monitors. It's actually quite literally your job to
Your
know
job.
what's happening. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a year of this. I
Has
don't
it
want to
really
do
been
this.
that long?
It's been like pretty much.
It's been pretty long.
It's been pretty like a
It's been since
long.
the inception of the light
It's
heavyweight
and I'm
division.
100%. And it's just like, bro, like if you want to be his manager, like go be his manager, but like don't play
Nice.
manager from commentary, because that's annoying.
It's
And
so true.
it's
And
like
this bit is not moving anywhere. Like it's not it doesn't do anything for the plot of
there
anything.
is no
Like
plot. That's the
there's
thing. Like
nothing
there's
there. It's
nothing.
just
Yeah.
like are you just don't want him to be what accused of being like a nepo baby or something? Like I don't we literally had their like they laud like second generation, third generation wrestlers like what is the problem?
Right.
Like you're up the Rock's ass, but like and he's like the third generation wrestler. So what's the problem?
What's the difference?
I don't
What?
get it.
I don't know.
Stupid.
Stupid. Over it. So next, we are going to have Steve Blackman taking on Farouk. But first, all of the nation comes out. We get, of course, a classic Nation Domination entrance, and The Rock has gifts for the nation. The Rock says he's got some things he'd like to address, for all the hootin' nanny and whatnot. I am still, excuse me, the Intercontinental Champion, and there is absolutely no dissension in the nation. Crazy. And he goes, so for my boys, he goes, D'Lo, comma, like Mark, I got you $15,000 gold Rolexes. And you're like, okay, pop off. Sure. Go to town.
Sure.
And then he's like, there's only one man that can lead the nation. And Farouk, that's you. So for you, I got you something like extra special. And it is just a giant shirtless portrait of The Rock with his Intercontinental Championship.
That is so evil.
It's so good. That is nasty work. Nasty work.
I'm gonna say, like, it's so funny because obviously I know it's a bit, but I had that moment of like Farouk opening it and I went like, oh, like that's really mean. Like I don't like that. Like it made me upset. I was like, also, everyone else gets jewelry, and when I get an ugly picture of you, that's mean. That's bullying. I don't like it.
I was like, the point.
I had that like sad feeling for him. I won't lie.
That's so funny. So
stupid.
I love on commentary, they're like, it must be like fine art.
Incredible. Oh yeah, they're like going like it must be a Renoir or like whatever, a Monet. I'm like, girl, there's no way you would wrap a Monet in
No, it's a Dwayne. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
It's a Johnson.
It's a Johnson. And honestly, if there isn't a more Johnson-esque move than here, take this framed photo of me.
Yeah, he literally went like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh
like,
my!
You can hold it. It's heavy.
It's a Dwayne. It's so funny.
So crazy. So of course, the Farouk wants no part of any of that. Like he's like, but the Rock's like, okay, weird, but okay. So he like takes the portrait and it's just on the outside of the ring, admiring it for the 2.5 minutes that this match is. He's looking it up and down. He's showing it to the crowd. He's out here. Just great work, stunning, amazing. And so he's out here like showing the crowd the photo of himself because there's something so crazy about your face and your face just being like, look, I need you to see it twice.
Have you seen this?
No, 100%. It's like I'm literally looking at you. I'm like, yes. So he's out here like showing off the picture. Farouk's like over it. He grabs it and he's going to use the photo to hit Steve Blackman with it. By the way, match is ongoing. And
I saw nothing of it because it was mostly just The Rock like doing
the most.
Yeah, the most.
Doing absolutely the most. So before Farouk can complete the dastardly action, The Rock takes back his prized possession because how dare Farouk try and use a photo of The Rock. Absolutely not. The Rock's like, he's like annoyed that the photo has been damaged. While this is going on, Steve Blackman hits Farouk with a quick roll up, gets the win, and books it by. That man's not getting paid by the hour. No. He said, no. He said, I'm gonna get my W. That's your drama over there. Thank you.
Yeah, bye. Unproblematic Steve Blackman. He is just
gotta go. Like
he goes, I am coming here to do my job that I'm contractually obligated to do, and I am not in this mess. I'll see y'all in the future.
No, and 100% leaves, and I love to see
respect, love, and admiration for that energy.
No, 100%. Thank
you, Steve.
So he leaves the nation to, of course, deal with that. Farouk is obviously real pissed. He then destroys The Rock's portrait, leaving The Rock a distraught mess in the ring. He tells the rest of the nation to kind of follow him back to the ring. The Rock is literally frantically like trying to pick up the pieces of his fragmented face. And so
I'm
so
s-
clear so clearly the dissension is very prevalent, very
oh my
real.
god.
We love the delusion.
I'm still kind of giggling at no, it's a Dwayne. It's
No,
so
it's
funny.
what?
It's a Dwayne.
That's
It's
amazing.
so funny. When I was like, oh, it's
It's
so
a
funny.
Monet. It's a Dwayne.
Yeah, sorry. I cut out for a second, but I'm
Mm,
back.
so good. So good. So next, oh, we get like a very brief kind of like video package on Stone Cold Steve Austin, which I just thought was hilarious, so I made note of it. It was like
Oh
it's
yeah.
just him like just like I don't know. I guess like underneath the bleachers somewhere. You know, it just gives like that vibe. Like I don't know. This feels like a video package for a greaser. Where he's just
No, it
like
truly
he's just like he's
does.
like compassion. Never heard of her. Mercy. You should go to church.
Yeah, if you want mercy, you gotta go to church.
And you're
Bro,
like,
what?
and you're like,
Like,
all right. And then it cuts to Michael Cole standing in front of literally it's so funny because Michael Cole is standing outside of the Nation of Domination locker room. Like you have like neighbors that fight, and you're just standing out in the hallway, just being like, oh girl, what?
or when you
He
start
did he
sweeping the
did
front porch.
he did what? The sidewalk? Yeah. So
Yep. When you
um
start like trimming the lawn with scissors and you're like,
100%. Michael Cole like tries to open the door, like gets it like shut because apparently there's like it's just like a cartoon dust ball of limbs and like cat noises
it truly
happening
is.
behind the door.
God, it
And then
really
and
is.
then D'Lo just kind of like escapes like from the fray. Just he literally like the door like shuts immediately behind him. He's like,
Yep.
"Oh, he's like so like what's going on in there? Like it sounds like pretty bad. Like what's happening?" And he's like, "Oh, no, this is nothing. We're just packing
No,
for a long flight. Don't worry." He's like, "This is
long
he's like
flight.
he's like this is nothing. Like he's like brothers fight, family fight. Like it happens. Like it'll blow
It's
over."
all love in there.
Yeah,
It's all love in there. It's like
he's
literally what he
and then he
said.
amends it. He goes, "Tough love, but it's all
But it's
love."
love.
And I was like,
I
"Okay, D'Lo."
loved this. This was so funny. I love D'Lo so
This was the
much.
first time we really see D'Lo's personality. Like he
Yes,
was given the opportunity to speak, really.
he
So,
was
and I love
so
this because
funny.
listen, D'Lo has been ride or die for the Nation of Domination. He has been like the foot soldier. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not even
Like,
kidding.
so like finally let this man speak. Let's see his personality. I love it.
I'm serious. And I feel like if it was a democracy, they would vote like D'Lo to the top. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
100%.
he been here from the beginning. He's always down to throw hands. He's loyal to the soil. He got thrown through the stone cold truck window. Like
Lord
he
knows Ahmed Johnson
he's
did a number on
been
him.
he's been taking bumps from the rip.
Right. For the
D'Lo for
nation.
president. D'Lo for president.
Thank you. Thank you. So, uh, yeah, which was a fantastic segment.
So
So
good.
in our main event, we have Goldust with Luna, teaming with Mark Miro, taking on Cactus Jack and Chainsaw Charlie. We have Goldust a la regular Goldust.
Regular
No,
gold
no.
dust.
And honestly, I'll take the return to form.
Love.
Thank you.
And like Luna was like pantomiming Marlena. Like she had a cigar, she had like the little gold fit.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I'm fine.
I'm
Love
okay
it.
with that. Cool.
I miss the big gold dust, like humongous shoulder pad cloak kind of thing. I'm
Yeah,
here
I
for it.
so love to see it.
Love to see it.
Apparently next week Goldust is going to present the American Dream. Scared for whatever that is. Don't know what that entails. Don't know
Don't
what
want
that
to know.
means. Very scared. I love the way that Goldust and Miro sell the chainsaw from from Chainsaw
Yeah,
Charlie, Terry Funk. I love it. They
me
literally like
too.
over the top, like throw themselves like out of the ring, running up the ramp, just like no, don't want any part of it. Just be like absolutely hamming it up. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. Sell, like make me believe like Terry's gonna do you dirty before Terry touches you. I love it. Um,
Yeah, love
so
it.
yeah, so this match is great. Goldust, we get some classic Goldust maneuvers, the kiss on the corner.
Blessed.
Um Cactus and Charlie decided that they want to have a wrestling classic. They want to have a technical
The
wrestling
NWA is going to come out
match.
and recruit them.
They're gonna,
Like,
yeah, like toe holds, chain wrestling. I was
mama,
like, okay, guys.
the whole gag.
I was like, all right. And but the thing is that's crazy is like Terry Funk is so well versed in all of that.
Yeah,
But we forget because in his older age, he like
he's cuckoo
really likened
bananas.
himself to the hardcore style. So you forget that this man is like a multiple time world champ. Like this man is decorated. And
I love
like
Terry Funk.
I eat it up. I eat it up.
Me
Um
too.
so of course, Sable comes down because she's not going to be denied. She comes down with the flowers.
Like a pageant queen.
She said, yeah. She said, hey. And now, like, and like in the beginning, like Mark Miro's like uh making up things as far as like Sable's behavior. Now she's doing it on purpose. And
Mm-hmm.
now I'm here for it.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, you want
It's-
me to be the bad guy?
And she's
Now
like,
I'm the bad
I'll be
guy.
whatever you want me to be. Sounds great. So
Okay,
she comes down,
girl.
she's like holding her like, oh, absolutely, like it's homecoming. She's like, hey, oh my God. She gotta go see the court. Hey.
Oh,
So she comes down. Of course, Miro's big pissed. He's like immediately trying to get her to go back to the back. Sable's like, no, like I'm out here. I'm gonna see like what's good, what's happening. Luna gets a hold of the flowers, absolutely destroys them, of course, much to the chagrin of Sable. They have already been having a beef, so that just immediately sets off just chaos on the outside of the ring. Luna's getting like Sable's getting in Luna's face, like they're getting separated by the two tag team partners. It's a
mm-hmm.
mess. The ref is absolutely distracted by whatever's going on in there. That
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't see Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind, whoever you want to call him today. Um, just walk out of the ring, grab a chair, smack smack Goldust with it. Mark Miro, I don't even
I don't
remember.
even. I think it was
I think
Goldust.
it was Goldust because
Goldust
Miro was dealing with the
with
chaos.
Sabel.
And then they pick up the victory, and that's that on that. And the match or the episode ends with just the chaos of them all,
The
like,
girlies
and
fighting.
I love it. I
She was
love it.
like, "You want me to be the bad guy? So last time you want to see a bad guy do the rap game like me,
So
do the
good.
wrestling game like me.
So,
I'll come out here with my titties out and my bundle of flowers that some other man sent to me or
mm-hmm.
woman. We don't know.
We don't
Imagine
know.
it was China. Work.
LOL.
That would be so fierce. They're not ready for that. They
No, they're
should
not
be
ready for
though.
that. It's 1998.
Yeah, I so good. I love to see Sable throw hands.
Mm.
Love to see it.
Oh, amen. So looking forward to that. We are on the road to WrestleMania. We are about 5 weeks out from WrestleMania 14. We have that card's already like shaping up. That's going to be Stone Cold and Shawn Michaels. It's going to be The Rock and Ken Shamrock. Who's I don't know if we have a tag team title match shaped up just yet. Owen Hart is
Hmm.
going to take on Triple H for the European Championship. And I know some other matches, but I'll wait until they're actually announced. So yes, things to look forward
Yay.
to. Um, Thanks, guys. This has been another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast. Thanks for checking out just a regular schmegler episode. We are so back,
Yay!
baby.
Baby, we're back. It felt good.
Amen.
I missed it.
So look out for upcoming interviews. We have a bunch coming up, guys. So please bear with us while we balance the rewatch of it all and the interviews as we try and grow the show a little bit. So for Kelsey, I'm Xavier. This has been another edition of the New to Wrestling podcast, and we will catch you on the next one.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.